afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. How are you today? How are you today? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. How are you today? Let me check if my sound is on. Let's check. Hello, happy Wednesday. It's 10th of July. Happy Wednesday. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. Okay, here we are. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello. Good morning. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. Good morning. Where are you watching from? Hello. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. Good morning. If today is your first time seeing me, I'm Cecilia Mbullah, and I'm streaming live from London, England. And today we are going to be talking about okay, this is our topic for today. It's from one of our members, and he is asking if it's better to marry who you love or love who you marry. So that is our topic for today. So I'm just gonna check if everything is working, if the sounds are working, if everything is working, and then we will crack on with today's topic. Hello, Goshori. It's your birthday. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. Please do give the video a thumbs up and do subscribe to our channel, please. How are you today? On today's episode, we are going to be discussing a topic that was proposed by a member of this channel. So today's topic is it better to marry who you love or love who you marry? So that is today's topic. And we are going to be here from 12:30, like now, till 1:30. So we've got 1 hour to spend together. How are you? Say hi and let me know where you're watching from. I'm Cecilia. If this is your first time seeing me, I'm Cecilia Mbullah, and I'm broadcasting live from London, England. If today is your first time seeing me, how are you today? How are you today? So that is our topic for today. Is it better to marry who you love or to love who you marry? So that is today's topic. Let's see how we get along. Let me make sure everything is working. Don't forget to share the video, like, and subscribe to the channel. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Happy midweek. Happy midweek. Happy Wednesday. Hello, Mopasis. Hello, dear. How are you? How are you today? Good morning. Where are you watching from? Passes. Where are you watching from? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. How are you today? If today is your first time seeing me, I'm Cecilia Mbullah, and on today's episode, we are going to be discussing a topic that was proposed by one of our members, and he wants to know if it is better to marry who you love or to love who you marry. So is it better to marry who you love or love who you marry? So that is our topic for today. I will pin it on the comment section so you can spot it as soon as you join the channel. Please do if today is your birthday, if today is your birthday, happy birthday to you. And if this is your birth month, happy birth month day. No, happy birth month to you. How are you today? If you're seeing me for the first time again, I'm Cecilia. Love who I marry. Okay, not marry who you love. Why? Why do you say so? You know why? You have to tell us your reason and tell us why. Because today people just want to today a lot of people like to be with people because they don't want to be by themselves. Sometimes people just want to be with people just because they don't want to be by themselves. Would you agree with me on that one? Some people are like, oh, I can't stand myself. Let me look for someone else and share this life with. Some people don't get married because they really want to. It's just because it's because they just want to be with someone. And would you agree with me on that one? So, cause I can have 50 child. That is a good one. Yeah, because you can have a lot of kids with the one you love, isn't it? That is a good one. That is a good one. If you're just joining on today's episode, we are talking, or we are answering this is a question, or this is a topic sent to me by one of our members. He is asking if it's better to marry who you love or love who you marry. And if you say yes, I would like to marry the person I love. Why? And if you say no, I'd like to love the person I marry. Why? So let us know. Good. Hello, Sam. Yes, it's 8 days. I know. It's 8 days to your birthday. Don't worry. I'm sorting OBS so you can join us on that day. I won't be singing happy birthday all by myself. So you can join. I'm setting that up. OBS so I would actually try it again today. I'll try and see if it works. I've tried it, but I didn't complete the process. So we are almost there. Hopefully, I'll try it again. When we finish with this live, I'll just stay here and try it. So, good to have you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. Please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. And on today's episode, we are going to be discussing a question, we are going to be discussing a question from one of our members. I'm sure it was Sam who sent us this question. He wants to know if it is better to marry who you love or love who you marry. And if you decide to say, okay, I'd like to marry who I love, why would you like to marry who you love? Why? So is it better to marry who you love or love who you marry? And if you say yes, Persis here, is it Persis here? Persis here says he would like to marry, he would like to love who he marries, because if he marries the person he loves, or if he settles down with the person he loves, he's going to make so many children, and he doesn't want to make so many children. That is a good reason. Please, if you're joining, do give the video a thumbs up. Give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Our topic for today is, is it better to marry the person, the one you love, or love the person you marry? So is it better to marry who you love or love who you marry? What do you think? What is your take on today's topic? This topic was actually proposed by a member. I'm sure it was Sam, and he's right here watching. He would like to know. Sam, I'm sure Sam is ready to settle down, and he wants to know if he should marry who he loves or love who he gets married to, you know. Or is that the way to put it? Is it better to marry who you love or love who you marry? If today is your first time joining us, please, I'm Cecilia Mbullah, and I'm broadcasting live from London, England. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. How are you today? Hello, Cecilia. Yes, it's 8 days. I know. Where is the thing was here? What day? Let's see. So it's 8 days. So it's on a, if this is July, we're on the 10th. So is it on a Thursday? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's on a Thursday. So I've got a week more. No, yeah, 1 week more to go. Hello, hello, hello. If today is your birthday, happy birthday to you. And on today's episode, we are going to be talking about a topic that was proposed by one of our members, and he wants to know if this is the question: is it better to marry who you love or love who you marry? That is our question for today, and that is our topic for today, and that is what we are going to be discussing on this channel today. You know, life is complicated. Life is complicated. Sometimes you meet a man, or it could be the other way around. You meet a woman, you love them to bits, you love them to smithereens. You love them to bits, you just love them. But then something somewhere says, I cannot settle with this man. Something just says, you know what, I love him so much. Sometimes it's the love. Sometimes when you love someone so much, you just sometimes walk away because you're like, you know what, I will not be able to I might take certain things that I will not be able to take from anyone else. They might get away with so many things because they know you love them, and because you know you love them head over heels. You might just stay there, take certain things, be there with them, even when they're negative. You will stay with them because you're thinking, oh my goodness, I love this person so much. But then again, you're like, oh, I love him. I want to spend the rest of my life with him. I want to be with him. So this is a good question, Sam. So do you marry who you love, or do you love who you marry, you know? I think love doesn't keep marriage together. It's not love that keeps the marriage together. Is it love? Is it love that keeps the union together or not? I think love doesn't keep it together. There are other things, communication, there are other things. Hello, Sharon. Good night. Yeah, almost bedtime in Australia. Hello, Sharon. How are you today? Hope you're doing well, Sharon. Good to have you again today. Always good to have you around. Sharon is such a lovely lady. Sharon, I'm sorting out OBS. I thought I almost, but could not finish sorting it out today. So hopefully, fingers crossed, by tomorrow. But what's going to happen is, at the end of this broadcast, I would go live again and see if I can go live. If I can add someone, I'll just do it and see if it works. If it works today, then tomorrow you might be able to join, and we might be able to have a good time. Hello, Jonathan. How are you today? Good morning. How are you today? Where are you watching from, Jonathan? Where are you watching from, and how are you today? And if you're just joining, on today's episode, we are talking about something very close to one of our members' heart. I don't know if he's ready to settle down, but he wants to know if if it is better to marry who you love or to love who you marry. So that is our topic for today. Is it better to marry who you love or love who you marry? That is how complicated life is. Life is so complicated that sometimes you really don't know what you want. You find a man, you love him to bits, you're head over heels for him, but then something tells you, no, I love him so much, but no, I don't want to settle down with him. And then you meet a man, he's so nice, so respectful, and you're thinking in your head, maybe it's that one. Maybe I shouldn't get married to the one I love. Or sometimes you're like, maybe I should settle down with the one I love. So that is our topic for today. But I think love doesn't keep marriage together. Love does not keep your union together. That is not what keeps it together. Love is a factor. It should be there, but then is that what keeps the union together? Should you get married to someone just because you love them and you ignore all the other factors? Should you do that? Please. Okay, let me turn off the heating. Please, let me turn off the heating. I'll be back. It's a bit hot now. Hello, Wanga Lady Official. How are you, Wanga Lady Official? How are you today? Good morning, Wanga Lady Official. Where are you watching from? How are you? Wanga Lady Official. I love the name Wanga. Where are you watching from? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. If today's your birthday, happy birthday to you. We wish you all the best on your special day and always. And let us know where you're watching from. And on today's episode, we are talking about a topic from a member. Is it better to marry who you love or love who you marry? And Sam says, this topic is based on cultural differences, and we shall dive into it in the Western world. You are expected to marry who you love, but in the third world, you love who you marry. I would like to hear Sharon's perspective on this topic. But you know what? Life is complicated. Life is complicated. I think it's just hello, passes. It's better. It's more than that. Life is always more than what the eyes can see. It's more than what meets the eyes. Sometimes you can love someone. Do you know, Sam, that you can love someone, but then you cannot stand them? You cannot sit in the same space with them. You cannot stand them for a whole day. You can love someone and then you find out that they're not going towards the same direction as you. What they like in life is not what you like, but you like them. You like the person. You like to be around the person. But there are certain factors about that person that you cannot stand. So would you settle down with that person just because you love them when all the other factors around them, are just pushing you, are things that you can't stand? You love the person, but everything around the person is just a no for you. And then there's another person that you don't like that much, you don't love that much, you like them, but you're not that much into them, but you like every other thing about them. Who would you choose? Who would you choose? Who would you choose? Would you go for the person that you love, or would you go for the person that you love, or would you go for, would you go for the person that you love, or would you love who you marry? Who would you go for? So it's very important. It's very important because a lot of people like to be with people not because they love them. It's just because they don't want to be by themselves. That is why some people settle down. Some people do not settle down because they love the person or the people they're settling down with. It's just because they don't want to be by themselves. Would you agree with me on this one? A lot of people like to be with people because they don't want to be by themselves, So when it comes to settling down, we have to be very careful. Life is very complicated, It's better to be happy alone than to be with a person in a prison called relationship. It's better to be alone than to be with a person in a prison called a relationship. You can be, I know of so many people in a relationship, but they know that, what, I'm in prison. They are in prison because they're not happy. They're not free. You are, when you are with someone that you cannot stand, you don't want to be with, you cannot be with that person. Sam says, Cecilia, studies have shown that couples who love who they marry tend to work hard in managing their marriage. Okay, it's a good one, but do you know? Yeah, it's good. It's a good point, Sam. When you love someone, don't forget that it's not usually Sam, let me use you as an example. If you fall in love with a woman, you might fall in love with them, but are they in love with you? Are they in love with you? They might be settling down with you, or they might want to get married to you because they don't want to be alone. You might be settling down with them because you love them. So you have to be sure you both want the same thing, and you are both you both want the same thing, and you're going the same direction. But it's good. It's good to marry who you love, but for some reason, I believe that love will not keep the marriage together. It's not only love. It's okay to love. Love is a factor. Love is an ingredient, but will love keep the union together? Will love keep it together? Will love keep you both together? You can love something, but you can't stand them. You can love someone, but then you cannot stand them. Do you know that, Sam? Do you know you can love someone, but then you cannot stand them? It could be a man or a woman. You can love them, the person, you love them, but you cannot stand them. That is why sometimes a man would love a woman, and then leaves her and goes and get married to someone else within a short period of time. And you're looking, and he would say it. Some men would go, I love her. I love this one. Yes, I love Quinta, but I'm not going to get married to Quinta. I'm going to get married to Mary, because I think with Mary respects me. Mary is going the same direction. Mary has got a vision. Mary has got plans for the future. I love Quinta, but she has not got plans for the future. I love Quinta, but I don't think we can go through challenging times together. So you might love someone, But then there are certain things. You're looking at the long run. You're not looking at tomorrow. You're not looking at next year. You're looking at someone that you can spend a very long time with, you know. And sometimes it's not all about love. Sometimes there are other factors that you have to consider. Love is one of them. Of course, love is one of them. But then when it comes to settling down, it's more than that. Life is so complicated. You know, life is so complicated that I do not think it's just about who you love. It's deeper than that. I think it's deeper than that if you want things to work, you know. Let me just turn this on so I can read your comments. So it's more than that. You know, you might have feelings for someone. You might have feelings for a person. You might love them. Your feelings for them is right up there. But the ability for you to stay in the same room with that very person is one thing. You might love someone, but you cannot stand them. Have you ever been in a relationship where you love someone, but you know deep down that no, I can't settle down with them because of the way they do things? They could be negative, and you would know you can't stand them. I love you, yeah, I would date you, I love you, but I cannot get married to you. Why? Because as a man, you don't have a vision. Sam, are you getting me? I can love you as a man, I can date you as a man. Without a vision, I'm not going anywhere with you. I will love you, I'll date you. That is it. In my head, I know I'm dating you. I love you. No vision, nothing. I just love you. I will date you, all over you, but I know I will not settle down with you because I know you are not thinking long term. You know, when you think only about tomorrow, next week, you're not thinking about the future. I can't sit down with you and plan things. Why would I marry you? I'd love you. Yeah, I'd love you. You know, for that time, I'd enjoy. I'd be with you, but I will not marry you just because of love. There are other factors I will consider as, you know, I would consider. Sam says, I'll just go back to the comment section. Hello, hello, hello. How are you today? If today's your birthday, happy birthday to you. We wish you a very happy birthday on this special day and always. And if this is your first time seeing me, I'm Cecilia Mbullah, and I'm broadcasting live from London, England. Please do make sure you subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. We are here Mondays through Friday from 12:30 to 1:30 in the afternoon. And on today's episode, we are discussing a topic from one of our members. He is asking if it is better to marry who you love or love who you marry. What do you think? What is your take on this? Please say hi. Just say hi. Say hi from wherever you're watching from. We want to hear from you. Just hi. Hi is okay. Just hello. 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 Sam says, Cecilia, early love and mostly infatuation. You're very right, Sam. Mostly infatuation. Boyfriend and girlfriend love is totally different from marriage relationships. That is perfectly said, Sam. Where is Sharon? Sharon says, yes, Sam, when marriages are arranged, then it's love. It's Sharon again. Sharon says it's love who you Sharon says when marriages are arranged, then it's love who you marry. Yes, I completely get it. Then you just have to deal with it, isn't it? You have to just love the person, and sometimes it works, you know, because you have to say when it's arranged, it's not especially when you know the person, but you know, sometimes okay, that's a topic for another day. Sam says, Cecilia, if you base your marriage on upfront love, you are in for a surprise. This is the cause of high divorce rates. Perfectly said, Sam. If you base your marriage on upfront love. You are up for, see, it will not work. You would see it cannot be for that upfront love that you just meet the person, you love them, and you think because you love them, it's not all about love, because life is so complicated. It's so complicated. You know, the first thing you should be doing is you have to choose your relationship based on your destination. You cannot date someone who wants something else and you want something else. Let's say, for example, I fall in love with a man, I love him to bits, and he says, Cecilia, because you love me or I love you, you can never further your studies. If you decide to be with me, I love you, let's just stay together. I want 7 or 9 kids. 9 kids, but you cannot further your studies. I don't want to have anything to do with education. You know, maybe I want to work, but just 3 hours a day. I love them. I love the man, but he doesn't want to do anything. He wants to work for, maybe he's a handsome guy, very handsome, nice looking, but he doesn't want anything. You know, he has not got any destination, no vision, nothing, no plan. What are you doing with him? It's not just, no. The whole thing is not based on, relationships are not just based on love. No, it's not just love. Choose your relationship based on your own destination. Where are you heading to? You cannot be going to India and then you choose someone who is going to Russia. Where do you meet? You know, where do you meet, for example? It's just an example. You know, your destination, what do you want in life? If you choose someone because you love them and they don't want anything that you want in life, how would you cope? How would you cope with someone who doesn't want anything that you want in life? He doesn't want anything that you want in life. How do you cope with them? How do you cope with someone who doesn't want anything that you want in life? So I think the first thing is self-knowledge. Knowing yourself, knowing what you want. You have to know what you want. Self-knowledge is the key to all relationships. You have to know yourself. You have to love yourself, you know. Don't be one of those people who want to settle down because they're looking for happiness. You're looking for happiness to get happiness from someone else. You're looking for your partner to bring you love, bring you happiness, bring you peace of mind. You know, if that is where you are, then I think you should stop, take a break, because the first step is self-knowledge. You have to know you. What do I want? Who do I want to settle down with? Do I want to settle down with just a fine boy with no brains, who would not take me anywhere, who has not got any thing to offer, no direction in life? Do you want to settle down with someone who will lead you to doing something that I don't want to mention certain marriages. You know, look around, look at those celebrity marriages out there. It's either one person is focused, going, you know, one person has got a direction and they get married to someone who is either on something, always high on something, and then you get married to that person who is always high on something. And remember that negative, yeah, when you meet a negative person, you have to be very strong. If you meet someone who is always high on something, you have to be very strong, otherwise they will pull you to it. They will pull you to start taking something that you don't want to take. They will pull you to start drinking. They will pull you. And sometimes, if you are the weaker person, you will end up losing your own life. Look out there. I don't just want to name names, but look at the celebrity couples out there. You know, especially when they go in based on love. You see a man, you love them to bits, you go for them. You don't look at the long run. You don't look at what they like. You don't look at the direction. You don't look at what you're dating. A man, you know he's doing something. When you're dating somebody, After a few months, you would know. You would know. We all walk with our eyes open. You would know if this person is for you. You would know. You cannot date someone who is, always drunk. Okay, this man is always drunk. Or we meet him, he is never sober, always drinking. And you think he will change. People don't change like that. Okay, you've fallen in love with him. Are you going to settle down with that person because you love them? Where are you going to? Where will the relationship, where are you going to? Are you going to settle down with this person? Let's say you have been drinking, for example, you're trying to get sober, and you meet this person who keeps offering you drinks. He comes back home with a bottle of vodka all the time, and you're thinking, yeah, you love him, he loves you, but deep down that this particular relationship will not take you anywhere. What do? Do you stick with them because you love them, meanwhile you know that the relationship is taking you down? Or will you put yourself together and go, you know what, let me go and find my life, let me go and live my life. I might come back, help you sometimes because I've dated you, or I'll look for professional help for you and leave you